Hey guys and girls, King Lear here from Proceed to Checkpoint, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. So, we are back here in Final Fantasy, and we have acquired the water orb. Our next step then, one crystal left to go, one crystal left to light, which is the air orb. So we're gonna head to that location. Now you might remember from some previous from the previous episode, we've gone around, we've already acquired a few bits and pieces which are going to be necessary for this. We've acquired the Rosetta Stone from the Water Temple, but there's a couple of more little bits and pieces that we need to pick up before we can go towards the Air Stone. And that's what we're going to be doing in this episode. Trying to get back to my airship at the moment, which I had to park reasonably far away from the town. There it is down here. Desert Baretta. These things are fairly tanky from the look of them. Maybe not though. The one gil. That thing seriously just gave me one gil. So we are going to head east, past the Citadel of Trials, down to the desert here. And now, where we want to go is this town here. But as you can see, there's not really any good locations to park around here. If I try and land, it's just going to tell me to fuck off. So we need to find somewhere appropriate. I'm going to go off, find somewhere to land, and then trek to this town. Rather than make you watch me trek through this forest, I will meet you there. So here we are in Lufania. You know what? I've made a balls of this. I'm not supposed to be here yet. Back to the airship we go. So here we are, back in Melmond. So this is actually where we're supposed to be. Now you may remember from our first trip here, there is a genius professor over here, and I think I have something he'd be interested in. Just a moment, let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufanian. Yes, of course, that's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, let me teach you Lufanian. It is the least I can do. There, now you can speak Lufanian too. And just like that, we've learned a new language. So now that I can actually understand what the people in Lufania are saying, it's time to make my way there. Okay, we're back. And now we can actually understand what the hell they're talking about here. We are the Lufanians, the descendants of a race that once lived among the clouds, the Sky People. You use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. There's a Sid name drop. We have an ancient legend passed down from our forebears. According to our legend, 400 years after the fall of the civilization in the sky, warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. The light bearers, then the legend is true. There we go, we are the light bearers. The legend is indeed true, my friends. We're here to save you. 400 years ago, we had built a civilization of the highest order. We reached even beyond the skies, but that is but a mere memory now. Wow, these people have fallen. This world is composed of four forces: fire, earth, water, and wind. Of these, we showed greatest prowess with the power of wind. High in the sky we set a castle afloat amidst an azure sea of stars. The flying castle floats on a blue sea of stars beyond the sky. The sky people passed on their memories through rituals from one generation to the next, but 400 years is a very long time, and those memories have begun to fade. They're forgetting where they came from. Could the mechanical beings that our ancestors created still function? Well, considering we met one in a waterfall, I'm gonna guess that they probably do still function, alright? We can't get into these houses at all. They're all closed off. The castle that floats high above the clouds was once the home of our ancestors. The Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. Get out of my way. I'm getting the feeling we should probably go to this castle. We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It is said that they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. We came to believe there was another entity controlling the 4 fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors, but much time has passed since we heard from them. I hope no harm has befallen them. Well, your buddy up there just said it was the fiends. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the sky people's strength. We fought a life and death struggle with Tiamat, the fiend of wind, but our power was not enough. To this day, her lair remains in the castle in the sky, the flying fortress. So it looks like Tiamat is who we're hunting for? Legendary warriors, before you leave, take with you this chime. It will grant you passage into the Mirage Tower. Alright, so we have obtained the chime, which should get us into the Mirage Tower, which should get us into the castle in the sky, where we can fight Tiamat to restore the air crystal. Now, before I leave here, I want to stop off at the magic shops. I want to buy the strongest white wizard spell in the game. Full life, 40,000 gil. Revives one ally and fully restores their hit points. And in addition to that, I want to buy the strongest black wizard spell in the game, Flare. Blasts all foes with light and heat. So they are the 2 strongest spells that the game has. And hopefully they're going to come in handy first. Get out of my way. I'm going to walk the long way around, because I don't trust that guy to not take forever. So there we go. We have obtained everything we hopefully need to go after Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind. I'm going to go back to the ship and head towards the Mirage Tower. So here we are in the middle of the desert, and this is the Mirage Tower. This is what we're looking for. Surprise, surprise, we can't fucking land there. So we need to find somewhere in the general area where we can land and make our way over to the tower. Which might be easier said than done. There we go. There's a spot to land. So if we head eastward into the desert, bing, bang, bosh, the Mirage Tower. So this should get us up to where we want to go. This should get us up to the fortress in the sky. Now, nightmares we've encountered before. This Black Knight is new. I haven't seen him before. Let's see how tough he is. Okay, so he doesn't die to 1 hit from our fighter. He does die to 2 though, so that's alright. I don't remember these nightmares being all that tough. I know we've killed them before, so we should be able to handle them. Yeah. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now there are some... oh, guardians. These look like robots. These are certainly new. If there's anything I've learned about mechanical bad guys, it's that they're weak to thunder. So let's get a Thundaga on the go. See what this does to them. Just as I thought. Destroyed them. We'll get these treasure chests from the middle. Medusas. I have a feeling these are going to turn me into stone. So I'd like to deal with them as quickly as possible, because I don't have a lot of soft potions. We'll try a Firaga, because I don't know what they'd be weak to. That did the job at least. There is quite a high encounter rate in here, and the bad guys are fairly tough. For example, these vampires, we have encountered these before. They were a boss earlier on in the game in the Earth Shrine, if you remember correctly. So they were a boss mob, and now we're getting a pack of 3 of them to fight in one go. Luckily at this stage in the game we've leveled up enough from when we first met them that they're easy enough to deal with. Treasure chest 1, 800 gil. A healing helm, 3,400, 18,000 gil, and a Vorpal sword. Is the Vorpal sword an upgrade? No, it is not. It did, fantastic. More chests to get in here. An Aegis shield and 3,000 gil. Is the shield better for anyone? It is better for Grayson, so we'll equip that to him. And a tent. These guys aren't all that tough. Part of me wishes Final Fantasy sold a similar item in stores in this game as they have in Pokemon. A repel, so that you could essentially block wild battles. Chimeras. I don't believe we've encountered these before. These look new to me. And they do quite a bit of damage. Our black mage is in trouble there. I'm definitely gonna have to heal after this fight. Luckily when you actually attack them they're not that tough, but that damage is painful. So let's get Snow out and let's use Hilaga. Give everyone a boost of hit points. There we go. And up to the next floor. There's only one way I can really go in here, so we'll head that way. Clockwise. Oh. Haven't encountered any fights yet. For fuck's sake. That's what I get for jinxing it. Should have kept my stupid mouth shut. I guarantee I'm going to get a fight every step until the next fucking set of treasure chests now. Keep your damn mouth shut, King. There we go. Two Guardians. I'm not going to waste a Sundaga on 2 Guardians. I'm going to hope we can take them both out. No problem to warriors of the light like us. We can take care of a couple of measly guardians. Here we go. More treasure. 4 guardians to guard it. They don't do a lot of damage considering they're like mechanical, futuristic creatures that are basically shooting lasers at me. This game went very drastically from like medieval fantasy to futuristic. As in, up until the point where we found the airship, we had swords, we were defeating a bunch of demons, we had magic, we were rescuing princesses. Thor's hammer. If it's a hammer, it's for the white mage. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, and as soon as we got the airship, Sunblade. Is that an upgrade for anyone? It is. Okay, sweet. Upgrades for both our fighters. But yeah, up till that point, it was fine. And then suddenly, Dragon Mail. Boom. Suddenly after that, we were... oh, cockatrices. They're not good. They are not good at all. And each of them is getting a hit off on me. I'm going to test out Flare on these guys, because it's pretty much the largest the pack can get. Wow. Okay, wow. That kicked ass. But yeah, suddenly we got the airship. And after that point it was... oh, fuck this. After that point it was robots, it was steampunk, it was airships, we were travelling around the place. And now we're going to a flying fortress in the sky that was apparently built by their ancestors. So it went from your typical fantasy to something completely different very, very quickly. I like that though, it breaks the typical fantasy mold. We all know at this stage to expect it in a Final Fantasy game, but this is the first one, so when this game originally came out, people wouldn't have known to expect that. I imagine it was a bit of a shock to be dealing with swords and attacking things and magic, and then suddenly you're in a flying fortress, essentially, which was built by machines from the future. So those were-tigers taken care of. Who's this guy? Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube and went to see our master on a journey to the west. Now, I don't know which way to go here, so I'm just gonna go pick away and go. Blue Dragon. Oh, he hits hard, considering that's our fighter that's decked out. Luckily, we can kill him fairly easily, though. But yeah, he hits painfully hard. Blue Dragon again. Let's finish this fucker off. Oh, Thunderbolt. We're gonna need to heal soon. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. Oh, wow. I'm gonna get Flare out again because I've no idea how strong these guys are gonna be, but a pack of oh, never mind, that was probably a waste of Flare. That Thor's hammer attack looks pretty cool. It actually has lightning on it. That was such a waste of a fucking Flare. I wish I'd known how weak those guys actually were. Flying Fortress, ground floor. Sweet, we have infiltrated the Mirage Tower and we are on the Flying Fortress. I'm going to leave it there for this episode, guys. Now that we're on the Flying Fortress, we'll kick things off from there next episode and go after Tiamat, the Fiend of Air. Hit subscribe if you're interested in seeing the end of the story. I reckon we're probably getting pretty close at this stage. And I'll see you next time on Proceed to Checkpoint. Cheers for watching, guys.